You know the average person spends 4 years of his life looking down at his cell phone? Kinda ironic, ain't it? How these touch screens can make us lose touch. Cause while we may have big friend lists, so many of us are friendless all alone. Cause friendships are more broken than the screens on our very phones. We sit at home on our computers measuring self-worth by numbers of followers and likes. I asked a friend the other day, let's meet up face to face. They said, all right, what time you wanna Skype? No longer do I wanna spoil a precious moment by recording it with a phone. I'm just gonna keep them. I don't want to take a picture of all my meals anymore. I'm just going to eat them. And if I want to post an old photo, who says I have to wait until Thursday? Call me crazy, but I imagine a world where we smile when we have low batteries. Because that'll mean we'll be one bar closer to humanity. Do you know what people and light bulbs have in common? We both express as different colors, have different shapes, different sizes. We're manufactured in different places. We appear to be very different on the outside. But the thing about these lights is there is one current running through each bulb. And in the same way, there is a singular energy running through each person on this planet. Doesn't matter what you look like, doesn't matter your race, gender, nationality. That's just the bulb. Inside of all that is who you really are. Energy is what we are. And energy has no color. It is not Republican nor Democrat, white or black. Energy is not Christian, Muslim, or atheist. If we understood that, then we would finally know what wise men and women have been trying to tell us since the dawn of time, that we are one. Ladies and gentlemen, there are two doors in life. Door number one, be perfect and be admired. Or door number two, be real and be loved. I say choose door number two, and choose it quick, because life's too short to try to live up to something that doesn't even exist. It makes no sense. So please, create your own unique expression. Color outside the lines. Be the pretzel that refuses to nod. Be the marble that doesn't quite roll right. Do the dance that nobody's ever seen before. And don't worry if people stop and stare. So embrace your mistakes. They are to be savored. Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. And true success is being yourself in a world that's constantly trying to make you someone else. So I say love your cracks. You may call it brokenness, but it is the way your light will shine through. And if you have no one in your corner, then consider me your supporter. You don't need to be a perfect person with perfect makeup, perfect skills, or a perfect build. Because the truth is, real people aren't perfect. And perfect people aren't real. The condition, state, or quality of being free from all flaws or defects. See, perfection is a virus, a tumor, a growth. It infects the mind of who it attaches itself to until it eventually destroys the host. I hate the very word perfection. It has driven me crazy for years, guided by fear. I was constantly comparing myself to my peers, stressing and striving to reach some idea that only existed in here. Oh, you thought perfection was real? Well, I disagree. I mean, have you ever seen a perfect tree? Nah, see, they all got a little something going on. Some lean this way, some lean that way, some have a little too much moss, but somehow they're all beautiful. But when it comes to people, we don't seem to see that we are all beautiful. So we dissect ourselves into pieces, judging each other, thinking perfection is something we can achieve. But Salvador Dali said it best. Have no fear of perfection because you'll never reach. There was a study done, a hospital study, on 100 elderly people facing death close to their last breath. They were asked to reflect about their life's biggest regret. Nearly all of them said they regretted not the things they did, but the things they didn't do. The risks they never took. The dreams they didn't pursue. Hey, you, wake up. Why do you exist? Life is not meant to simply work, wait for the weekend, and pay rent. No, I don't know much, but I know this. Every person on this earth has a gift. See, people don't choose dreams. Dreams choose them. So the question I'm getting to is, do you have the courage to grab the dream that picked you, that befits you and grips you? Or will you let it get away and slip through? A rich industrialist from the north was horrified to find a southern fisherman just lying leisurely on his boat. "Why aren't you fishing?" asked the industrialist. "Because I have caught enough fish for the day." "Why don't you catch some more?" "What would I do with them?" "You could earn more money. With that, you could fix the motor of your boat, go into deeper waters, and catch more fish. Then you would make enough money to buy nylon nets. These could bring you more fish and more money. Soon you would have enough money to buy 2 boats, maybe even a fleet of boats, and then you would be a rich man like me." "What would I do then?" "Then you could really enjoy life." "Sir, what do you think I am doing now?" said the fisherman. We are so ungrateful. You want to know how to get everything you want? Rule number 1, be grateful for what you have. How is God, the universe, or whatever name you want to call it, going to give you something if you aren't appreciating the gifts you have already been given? Stop thinking that you are entitled to stuff, because let me tell you the truth, you're not. And life is going to show you you're not when it takes it away, because everything is coming and going. And it's true what they say, you never know what you got until it's gone. So be grateful and develop an attitude of gratitude. Gratitude is better than prayer, because prayer is like, I want this, please give me this. But when you're in a state of gratitude, you literally change your vibration into that of a magnet, and you attract abundance, and you get what you want. So let's all be a little more grateful. Peace. Do you know that in 10 years, depression will be the leading cause of death? See, this world we live in, it creates depression. But what can we do about it? What can you do about it? See, everybody suffers from depression, so you're not alone. So don't compare yourself to these people that you see based on an image that they put out. It's just an image. It's not true. But here's the tip for going through depression. This too shall pass. I want you to quiet your mind of all this negative and comparing thoughts. And just know, this too shall pass. This isn't positive thinking or some spiritual concept you have to convince yourself of. It's the truth. The biggest thing depression does is it lies. It robs you of your perspective. It depresses you in so that you can't move. You feel hopeless. You feel like you don't have any options and you're going to be in this state forever. But that's a lie. This too shall pass. Napoleon Hill once said that thoughts are things, and powerful things at that. Everything you see around you in your room right now was a thought first, before it existed in the physical form. The world is the mind. So if we're unhealthy here, what do we create? An unhealthy world out there. My message to government is not focusing on mental health, and only changing laws is like putting a band-aid on a broken leg, or trying to stop an overflowing sink by throwing towels on the floor. Yeah, you're gonna clean up the water, but you're gonna need an infinite amount of towels until you get down there and fix the pipes, because that's where the problem started. So I'm saying we need to fix our mental health, because this is where our problems start. I'm gonna offend a lot of people, but I gotta do it. This social media influencer stuff gotta stop. I see the word used all the time on people's pages. I'm an influencer. But you're influencing people to do what? To reach a standard of beauty that's unattainable naturally, even for you? To lust after cars and material objects that won't give anybody any true happiness? You know what? Maybe you are an influencer. Because you know when people drive drunk, what do they say? You're under the influence. It's a lot of people intoxicated by the things that these influencers put out. A lot of people are sick with influenza. Listen, you got 2 choices as an influencer. You can either dig people deeper into their illusions, or you can free them. After coming to your page, do people walk away better or worse? I'm saying you're an influencer, but so were some of the worst people in history. The question is, what kind of influencer do you want to be? Say something.